Hello and welcome to another tutorial. Today we're going to talk about checking in buyers at a live auction. To start, log in and find the correct auction on your dashboard. It's important that you're in the correct auction because we will be handing out bidder numbers. To start, we're going to go to the accounting tab and we're going to go over to check in. Now there are two different ways you can check in buyers. The first is to check in an existing buyer, a buyer who has been to the auction before, and to do that you can start by entering their name, and when you find the correct person you can simply select them and assign them the next bidder number that happens to be in front of you and click Save. That bidder has now been added to the auction and is ready to participate. If it's a new bidder, the process is a little different. To start, we're going to click Create New, and that's going to bring us to our customer info screen where we can enter all the necessary information. If you have a driver's license scanner, you can simply click this field and scan the driver's license. We will import the information as available. We do recommend that you check it with your own driver's license a week before the auction to make sure your particular state and version is supported. If it's not, please let us know and we'll get it added as soon as we have an opportunity. If you don't have a scanner, this can all be entered in manually. The only two fields that are required are the first name and last name. And with that in, you can put in as little or as much information as you would like. We do have the ability to make a buyer tax exempt. If that box is checked and there is sales tax at the auction, it will not be collected. We can enter our paddle number in now. We'll call this buyer 153 and we can save them off. If a buyer would like more than one paddle number, that's just fine. We're just going to click the Add button and we can give them two paddle numbers. They may want more than one, for example, if they're bidding with their business and their person, or if a husband and a wife are bidding and they want to keep track of their items separately. No problem, you can have multiple paddle numbers for the same person. Once we have everything ready, once again, we're just going to click Save. That information is saved and the buyer is checked into the auction. The process is that simple. A couple other fields on this page that are worth mentioning. If you fill in an alert, anything filled in on the alert will pop up when the buyer goes to make a payment. It's a great way to add an alert just to make sure everybody's on the same page. Notes can be tracked separately and they're associated with the buyer, so if you wanted to leave a note for the next time they came to an auction, you can do that as well. However, the alerts do pop up when they go to make a payment. The notes will not. If you see the small online button down here, we give you the ability to charge a separate buyer's premium for a buyer online. In the event you were manually checking in a buyer who had purchased an item online, by clicking this box, that additional buyer's premium will be charged. Under buyer type, there's two different methods that you can use down here. The normal buyer type is blank. That's a regular customer who's come to your auction. If you have a house number or a reserve not met number, just a paddle number that you use as your go-to for either one of those, you can change the buyer type to reserve not met and add that paddle number in. What that does is it checks that paddle number into the auction, and with that paddle number, when you select it, it will automatically be sold. It won't actually be sold. It won't be included in your totals. It will be stored as reserve not met. That's the basics on the customer check-in page. If you have any questions, please look us up online. We're happy to help. Thank you. Have a great day.